we go. This is the moment. This is the moment.
Hello, hello. What's up, everybody?
We are live.
Welcome to Gilligan's Island.
The main event. The main event.
I hope you guys are ready.
Prime time for everyone.
Yeah, this could not be a better time for anyone, especially Apollo, who hasn't really slept, or me, who woke up at 5:30 in the morning to do this run. We'll see what happens. All right.
Relax there, Death Devil. I see that.
All right, guys, you ready for some Gilligan's Island? We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, go.
Woo!
Oh, you gotta love that. All right, there we go. All right, so this is Gilligan's Island. You play the skipper in this game. You always have to get hit by that bird. That's for good luck. And Gilligan did as well. So we know the run is now blessed.
It's a good start. Good start.
So we did this run last year at Last Best of NES as a race against Shaddy, and it went pretty darn well. The main feedback I got was it was a good race, but I have no idea what was happening. So we can try to do better this year, since it's a solo run, to talk about what the heck is happening here. So like I said, you play as a skipper, and Gilligan follows you everywhere you go. And he tries to run away from you. He falls down pits. He's generally just a complete and total pain in the butt. And if you do not have him for each step in this quest, if you will not be able to proceed. Nobody will talk to you if Gilligan's not with you. You just can't do anything if Gilligan's not with you.
Yeah, so basically what we have here is one very long escort mission. Think of the worst escort mission in any game that you've played. It's come from this. This is the OG escort mission. Wait for someone to walk really slow behind you. Try to find them.
All right,
don't let them get out of your sight.
Okay, good. In the practice, I froze the game up right there. So this game has like a couple of really bad glitches in it. One of which is if you are moving between these screens when the Gilligan text comes up, the game just locks up. So you have to be prepared for that.
Nothing.
The other thing is that just for some reason between levels, the game can just lock up for no reason. So we'll hope that doesn't happen, but I have passwords if it does, so we'll be all right. But man, it really sucks in a speed run if you're doing well, and then the next level just doesn't load, and you're just listening to the music in sadness, looking at your gold splits.
Oh, we got a big
Andy.
raid coming in for the Gilligan.
Oh, you guys are ready. You heard the Gilligan. He's like,
Gilligan.
I'm cutting the stream. Gilligan's on. Welcome, Raiders.
What you actually saw before was I'm pretty sure Aaron used the rope. And if Gilligan does get lost, you'd have to go find him. But if you have the rope, you can magically pull him back to you. So there will be times where Aaron, depending on how many ropes he randomly finds throughout this run, he might just purposely let Gilligan do his own thing, not worry about losing him, and then kind of rejuvenate his buddy behind him at a moment's notice.
So as you can see, oh yes, another rope. So as you can see, in fact, here, we'll use one right here and just, see you later, Gilligan. So I just threw him down the pit. It's fine. We don't care that we lost Gilligan. We will bring him back with a rope. So as you can see, not having Gilligan and not having to wait for him, it's so freeing. You can just go as fast as you want. It's like you're playing an actual video game. And you can just burn rubber and have a good time.
Yeah, so the more ropes he finds, the more times he can let Gilligan go. I need for everyone needs some help. Give Aaron your energy. We got a hope for rope. We are hope for rope.
And this is
Team Hope for rope.
Here's Apollo's favorite boss here, the Kong.
It's fine. I assume Kong is going to win. Kong never.
I just whooped Kong's butt.
I don't think so. I don't.
And I can tell you that if you were to try to do that fight, it would not go well. Actually, I shouldn't do it this way. You have to those hits. I kid you not, are very precise. And if you just sit there and mash the button, that fight will take you like 2.5 minutes long. It's ridiculous.
It's the type of high skill level inputs that you'll see in the Best of NES Marathon 2019.
That was one of the best the best improvements in this entire run is figuring out not to mash the button. All right. So at this point, this whole thing was we were trying to find a transmitter, and we found it. The guy had it. Uh-oh. We've got a problem. All right, get down from the tree, Gilligan.
Gilligan's, he's gone. He's out of here. So forget this. You're talking about you don't want me? Forget it.
How many ropes we got? We got one rope. All right. We're gonna be all right. Let's go this way. I was trying to talk too much, and I was going the right way, and then I wasn't. So this is fine. We're ahead of schedule, folks. It's no problem at all.
Yeah, this
we're gonna correct it right here.
Calculated. This is planned. Making sure
nobody knows that I went the wrong way. Guys, this is the right way. Nobody knows the difference.
Scenic route. We just wanted to show it off for the marathon. But yeah, like I said, not only is this an entire escort mission game, it's also a collection quest game, because in order to complete the game, you are doing collection quests while doing an escort quest. Instead of everyone talking to each other and being a normal, family stuck on an island, you have to go, I gotta go see the professor. The professor wants me to go see Marianne to cook some dinner. Oh, now I gotta go get some food, bring it to Marianne, and then bring it back. Oh, there's some wood that needs to be chopped. Oh, the Howls don't want to chop the wood, so we gotta collect the materials. So
right now I have a saw.
Within a game.
You're gonna see the best tree cutting you've ever seen in your life. Are you ready? Boom. Done. We did it.
Impressive.
All right. And the only problem is I did waste that rope, so we're going to have to wait for Gilligan to come out of this. Oh, no, we don't! The game heard me.
Hope for rope. It worked.
Guys, those are the moments that save a speedrun. Sometimes you just go for it, and then the rope shows up, and you're just like, we did it. Okay. So the whole point here is they were trying to do something, get with the transmitter. It all failed. And they said, all right, let's just build a shelter for the night. And that's what we did. We got that wood from the tree, and we're going to build the shelter. And they let Gilligan pick where the shelter would be. All right, so they let him pick. So it's not his fault. Now that everybody's going to get mad at him. It doesn't make any sense. All right, so they wake up, and their shelter's floated away into the water. Great. And they're all mad at Gilligan. Why would you leave that up to Gilligan? I mean, honestly. Okay, like any good game, there's a countdown screen here. So in theory, having less life, having less food, ropes at the end of the level, if you optimize that well, this goes a little quicker. Now, I don't want to mash the button here, because somehow mashing the button in the exact precise way is what freezes the game up when the next level loads. So all we want to do is see the next level load. And we did. We're good. We're on. All right, Apollo, what are we doing in this level?
Episode 2. So basically the levels are kind of like episodes. So in episode 2, Marianne has been taken by headhunters. So now we have to save Marianne. And Gilligan tries to save her, but hits his head on a rock and passes out. And this is actually, I noticed in chat, there's some people that said in Europe, there's some people that are not familiar with Gilligan.
What?
Yeah, I didn't know that. So there's a few of them saying that. So this is the perfect time to show off some Gilligan's Island. But basically, it's just a show where group was on. You had Skipper. He's the skipper of the boat.
Yeah, this is a TV show.
This is on some random island.
This is a TV show from the 60s. Very old show, and it stuck around for this in the 70s as well, and had some resurgence there. They did some like TV movies and things like that. But yeah, it's just about people being castaways on an island that they got lost, so they don't really know each other in advance, and trying to get along on this island and trying to get their way out of it. And so this game came out in 1989, I think, way past relevance of the show. And My theory is that they made this game in hopes that grandmas would buy it for their grandsons. Because they had fond memories of the game. That's my theory.
It was still airing a decent amount though, right? Because I used to watch it a lot, and
I've only met one person.
Not that old.
Yeah, I saw it in the reruns. They even had an animated series as well.
I don't remember the animated.
I did. I've only talked to one person who owned this game as a kid, and I said, "How'd you get it?" And they said, "Grandma." Okay, there's our first instance of Gilligan running away, and I got a rope to replace it. So
perfect. Hope
everything's
for rope.
Great. There it is. So as you can see, Gilligan will just run away, and then he's gone. But we'll bring him right back.
The hope is due. Yeah, so those characters there. So the characters then, if you're not familiar, you have Skipper, Gilligan. Gilligan is like the dumb one, but the funny one. He's the comedic relief. You have the professor, who's the smart one. He makes all the gadgets on the island. Makes stuff like radios out of coconuts. What was it? He said Ginger. She's what, the movie star?
Yeah. Yes.
Marianne. What was Marianne anything specific?
I don't know. This game seems to imply that she was some sort of cook. I don't know if that's true.
No comment. Yeah, and then you have the Howells, Mr. and Mrs. Howell, who's the stereotypical like millionaire, happen to be washed off on this island now, but they still think that everyone there should be working for them. So
yeah, they're super rich, which is serves no purpose on an island, but they make very funny situations from that. Unfortunately, the question of Marianne or Ginger does not apply in this game because they have every person in the show in this game except for Ginger. I don't know why. Like, what would have been adding one more person to this game?
Yeah, that is really weird.
It's kind of strange. In any event, we're going to rescue her. All those people were just having us do these like little dumb errands for who knows what reason.
Yeah, I think as we were talking, you had to go. Mr. Hall noticed that there was like a stone tablet in a cave, so you collect it to bring it to the professor. Of course, that makes sense. He's the smart one. And then you have to go back to Mr. Hall to bring a language textbook back, but Mr. Hall wants his golf ball first. So you have to go get the golf ball, you have to get the book, go back to the professor. Then the professor gives you the answer to life's questions, which is a club, because you just beat everyone up with a club. That's the only thing that really matters. So it's just a back and forth for, no reason really, just to take the scenic route, take a look around the island.
Well, we do have the club now to go beat some chief butt. So let's do it. I'm going to stand in a very specific place, and I'm going to mash this button. This is the one boss where mashing does serve you well. I have not figured out any better strat than that, but it works.
Gilligan also seems like he's very helpful, just kind of watching. He doesn't really know what to do. He's just stunned in disbelief.
And he's been beaten.
The skipper's swinging. Got him. Drops the treasure chest.
Well, we've got ropes if Gilligan runs away. I'm not going to worry about this too much.
I think what just dropped was the key to open the cage that Marianne is in. So you have to go find that as Gilligan follows you around. Get through the quicksand.
And there she is. And we find her and we say, "We got you. Now go cook us dinner." That's actually what they say.
A nice wholesome episode.
So we could talk about the this woman native of the island. She fell in love with Gilligan. That's the story there. The history of the speedrun, the Gilligan community out there. This game was originally run by none other than Darbian and Author Blues. You may have heard of them.
Celebs. Those are celebs right there.
They didn't do a lot with it. They just did a couple days, figured out a route, did some runs of it. I played this game myself. I thought it was kind of interesting, and I thought it'd be fun to do a run. And I got one together, and I did some minor improvements to their routes, and I got the world record, and that was about it. And then probably 2 years later or so, Shaddy Games had the exact same experience. He saw someone play it, thought it looked interesting, figured out a route, played it, got the world record. So that brought me back into it, and we started going back and forth, finding little improvements here and there. We kind of shared our strats. Rope!
Hope for rope.
We found some good strats. So we ended up, once he started running the game, we ended up dropping the world record by over 4 minutes, by like 4.5 minutes, just from like really minor improvements and just playing, you know, just completely wild, like ditching Gilligan at every turn, hoping for a rope at every single drops location, and having it mostly work out finally to get that sub 30-minute run.
Yeah, that sub 30-minute time
Gilligan.
was the... Oh, he's going. He's running. Oh,
I'm gonna go back for him just to show. So see if this happened. It's never happened before. He ran into the pit. And I did a practice run right before this, and he ran. No, Gilligan. Watch. Is he?
No, don't fall.
I just want to like. Oh, he fell. So this is why, like, you can just imagine you're on a good run, and that's the kind of crap that he pulls.
Okay, he's good. He's not.
So normally I would just keep going and like I would just, you know, use the rope, but let's not go crazy here, all right? I mean, this game does really recreate the show. Like, I mean, Skipper was always yelling at Gilligan. He was so upset all the time. And this game makes you feel the same way. All right, this is where I got to do my da-da-dust strat here.
We got the da-da-dust strat coming up. It's very intense da-da-dust strat.
Yeah, I'll lose Gilligan if I don't go. Okay, I did it. If I just casually enter there, Gilligan will go the wrong way. He's slow in the water. Everything goes bad. So we did it. We're good.
Yeah. So this is episode 3. Basically, what's going on is I guess the professor found. Well, I wanted some more of the mysterious stone tablets that were found. So finding them, they think that it can make a map. But you know, instead of just finding the stone tablets to maybe get a map and use the map for something, the beginning of the episode starts with you getting a bathing suit from Mrs. Howell and bringing it to Marianne, and then getting chased around. So yeah, always shenanigans.
Yeah, I don't understand exactly why they can't just talk to each other. Are you kidding me, Gilligan, right now?
Oh, that's the spot. He does not like going.
Dude, he is so mad at this guy. And he went in the pit again. Unbelievable.
A stereotypical, you know, marathon. This has never happened before. Happening like 3 times. Impressive. It's a real marathon run now. It's officially a marathon run. But yeah, I know. All I know is that anyone that has a speed run, a good time somewhere, hope that Aaron doesn't play your game, because Aaron is known to only do 1 run and gets world record.
That's true. I've never completed an actual speed run of this and not have it been world record, but
so
I mean, I've always said, like,
warning you
what's the point of finishing a run if it's not world record? I mean, come on, seriously, guys, we all can agree on that, right?
I mean, think of the people he beat. He beat Author Blues, he beat Darbian, and then Shaddy was challenging him. You just take him down every time. So I'm afraid. I hope Aaron never wants to play any of the games that I play.
No, I did play Spot. And I got it first try. So watch out.
We have the Gilligan of gaming here.
All right, so these like cheetah tiger things. Okay, he didn't run away. I've had Gilligan run away like out of the pit right there for no reason. Okay, but he didn't, so we're good. Okay, so we're going back to talk to Marianne. So if you're playing this like on your own the first time, you basically just it tells you where like one person is, and you walk around and you find them, you talk to them, and they tell you to find somebody else. You basically just explore the entire map until you find everybody. Then typically you'll run out of time and you'll have to do it again, but then you'll at least know where stuff is. All right, so I got to mash on this one because we're going to the pit. Mash! Okay, so you may not realize that on all these quicksand and waterfalls, I'm mashing my brains out, and it does make you go faster. So, and I'm not a great masher, so if you're a good masher, this could be the game for you.
I'm telling you, don't go up against Aaron. He'll break your dreams. Crush him. It does seem like a funny, silly. I like the music. It's a nice silly game, right? And just have
I
some
don't
tigers
like
running after you.
I mean, it's kind of a dumb game, but I kind of do like it. It doesn't have a lot of replay value or anything, but I'm gonna wait for him to talk. Okay, we're not gonna do anything crazy. I'm gonna go so you don't have to hear the beeping. We'll go ahead. So each level they start you with 2 foods and 2 ropes. Here's a big mash segment. Ah! Ugh, okay. So you always have 2 foods and 2 ropes to start each level. The way the drops work is it's based on like frames, so there's not really a way to Gilligan. Okay. There's not really a way to manipulate it or anything. Like when you're walking, when the screen is scrolling, it'll just show up or it won't. The best I can tell is it's probably something like a 1 in 8 chance to get a rope, a 1 in 8 to get the hourglass, which gives you time, and a 1 in 8 to get food, and then like 5 in 8 you get nothing. That's roughly what I came up with. So for the most part, you're just getting nothing. So anytime you get a rope, it's pretty great, and that's what makes the current world record so good. Is you basically got a rope at every turn. It was great. Okay.
Yes. So as you can see, Skipper yet again has his weapon of choice, the club. With this club, we're gonna fight a bear. Why are we fighting the bear? Because he has a stone tablet, part of a map. So we got to go beat the bear up.
Okay, boars. Okay.
Yeah, they're coming after you. Yeah, so it's a lot of back and forth. Each episode is a little bit longer than the previous. So I mean, you could say, it's a bit of a walking simulator here. Is this?
Dude,
I think this is the prequel to Death Stranding.
It is the original Death Stranding right here.
Yeah.
All right, look at this timing. I got him in a locked loop. This bear doesn't know what to do, and he's dead.
Bear down. Bear down.
Bear down for finals.
Yeah. Rip Baloo.
I barely won.
Ha!
All right, so here, I'm going to let you see this cutscene here. So we found the stone tablets. We're putting them together. What could it be? And it's a dinosaur drawing sign that Gilligan made that he forgot about. Oops. Oh.
That's a pretty drawing. That's nice.
Gilligan. Yeah, get those bear puns out there now.
Yeah, get them out. Get them out.
All right, guys, time is flying by. We are now into the final episode. This is the longest level.
Yeah, so we just spent 3 episodes basically thinking that finding these stone tablets was going to make a map, and that turns out to be a drawing. So what left is there for our heroes to do?
Okay,
well,
so it's
apparently
very important.
In episode 4,
Gilligan walks away here. Very important. They just had a conversation behind his back. So yeah, they want to find. There's some tablet or something that will grant them a wish. If they find it, and they didn't tell Gilligan that that's what's going on because he'll screw it up like he screwed everything else up, even though none of this has been his fault.
Poor Gilligan.
So just remember that sequence that he doesn't know. He's been kept in the dark. All right. Anytime he goes, you can wait for him to come back down the tree, but that is just super slow.
Yeah. So this 4th episode, there's gonna be a lot of enemies, a lot of animals trying to take down Skipper. There's hopefully Aaron doesn't take too many hits. Doesn't have to really use too much food because it can get very hairy.
This level, so every time I go down, I'm going to go ahead and use the foods here. Every time I go down this waterfall, I lose a half a heart. But it is faster, so of course you're going to do that. So you're kind of, working against it from the very beginning on getting damage. And unfortunately, this level's really tough, including the final boss. So if you don't get any food drops, it's going to be really dicey. This is probably the scariest level, just for that reason, because you can always, get a rope. You can always walk back and get Gilligan if you really have to. But if you run out of health, you're dead. So we're going to hope that doesn't happen. There we go. Boom. One food drop should be
Bananas,
enough.
there we go.
Although I'm not playing great, so let's hope for another. That would be even better.
The rat over there scaring Gilligan. It's fine. I have faith that Gilligan will lead you through these tough times.
All right, so we're gonna go rescue Mrs. Howell, Marianne, Mrs. Howell.
Yes, Mrs. Howell was the one that was kidnapped. So yeah, we have to rescue Miss Howell.
So we're gonna rescue her. We got this Gilligan. You gotta be kidding me. All right, so we're gonna have another one of these fights where you just mash and beat him up so that he frees Mrs. Howell. So how's everybody doing? Are you guys liking this marathon so far? Are you guys loving this marathon? I hope you liked Apollo Block last night. We got another Apollo Block today.
Oh, so many Apollo blocks. Who needs Andy?
We kind of had 3 Apollo blocks with you filling time.
It's true. There was an improv one. Improv.
You sure seemed ready for it. I don't believe that was improv at all. That was prepared. All right, so we're going to talk to Mr. Howell. This sequence, I mean, they had just run out of ideas about what they could have you do. They're like, there's no pretense anymore. It's just, they're just, it's like, hey, can you go talk to this person for this stupid reason? Okay. And
I'm pretty sure what just happened is that Mr. Hall gave you a check for $1 million. And then you actually go to Marianne, and then she makes a fire by burning the check that was written for $1 million. So, but again, I mean, what good is money here? Yeah, this is...
All right, so this whole segment here is going to be... All right, guys, get out of my way. Okay.
They want to stop.
We've started the loop. This we got a rope. The way this level ends up working with who you talk to, in theory, you would talk to other people. There's, they tell you to go talk to the professor. There's a whole other section of this map. It's a pretty big map. But in reality, we kind of figured out all you really need to do is talk to Marianne, and then and then go back and talk to Mr. Howell, and then go talk to Marianne and go talk to Mr. Howell. So this level becomes just this big loop going back and forth, and you have to do it 3 times.
Yeah, so we're just doing laps around the island, just out for a nice jog. Yeah, and again, I'm not sure if... Aaron might have said it, but there's a couple times you have to get Gilligan to fall into the pit first before you go. Otherwise, you lose him. So you kind of just force him down.
Yeah, I guess. I suppose that's intentional because you do need him to go with you. It's weird to just lead him into a pit, but. And this
kind of like
is
a Lemmings situation.
This game is surprisingly hard to, the screen loads and you're playing. And you have to be ready to do. It reminds me of Solstice. You need to know. Don't laugh.
I didn't laugh.
They both have. They both have the same amazing music, the same great level design.
No, I mean,
but
if I had to think,
as soon as you walk into the next room, you got to be ready. You have to know what it is, or you're wasting time. If you're holding right or left, or you're pressing the wrong direction, you're wasting time. And there's so many screen transitions, it would really add up. So.
No, I think I would agree. This is probably harder than Solstice. I think that's what you were trying to say, and I completely agree.
Oh, sweet! Someone broke the timer. That's excellent. We're gonna pretend like
record pace. This is a spicy pace.
He ran away. Well, that's fine. We've got ropes. So this is the level. He can run away so easily in this level, and these are the longest runs from place to place in this entire game. So each one, like, you really want a rope for each one. So you'd be wasting ropes pretty often, and him turning around to run away like that it's just a killer.
Okay, and if you look, that waterfall seems familiar
and
again.
He just ran away again. I think I'm going to go back and get him because I'm down to one rope, and things could go really bad if.
Yeah, that's good. Save your little buddy. Save your little buddy. He was getting attacked by the headhunters.
All right, here we go.
Okay, and then this is a familiar spot again. We're gonna force Gilligan to go into the pit.
See right now. Okay, we've got a pie right now, right? So we're bringing a pie to Mr. Howell. Now, they're trying to find some like magical wish making tablet, and right now we're trading pies.
The question is, what type of pie? What do you think?
Well,
what do you think would
could,
be
I think
the
it
island's
could
favorite
be
pie?
it could be key lime.
oh,
It could be key
key
lime
lime?
pie.
Maybe on the island.
I mean, it
Maybe
says
a coconut
key.
cream somehow.
It says key, and like it really may be key lime.
Oh,
pie.
okay.
Does anybody know why are his brakes so bad? Does anybody know? What's up with bad brakes? Rope.
We got the rope. I don't know. That's a good question. I guess the brakes have always just been bad. Yeah, I think the timer. I
It's been
think our
fixed?
host
Oh, shit.
added. I think they must have added some time to make. I don't know. I don't trust that. I think we're still on world record pace. That's what I think. That's what I think.
Well, my timer didn't start, so I have no idea what we're at. It's probably for the best.
Okay, so how many loops has it been?
I think this is
This
the
is the
last
third
one.
loop?
I
Yeah,
think this is the last
third
loop.
loop. Yeah.
Time is flying. I mean, this music isn't great, but it does give me a good feeling because, like, this is the last music you hear in the run, and it gives you those feelings of like, yeah, man, this is the end of the game. You're about to go finish the game, which means you're about to get a new world record. It brings back good feelings, you know, this little whistle part. So just think, oh, rope. Okay, we're gonna ditch Gilligan, all right? So yeah, I can look right now. I've got a cross. So I went and I talked to Mariana, and I was like, hey, do you have, because there's a boss here that you can't injure. And she's like, I was like, do you have something I could use? She's like, oh yeah, I've got this like curse-breaking cross. Do you want it? And I'm like, yeah, actually I do. And so she gives it to me. So if you ditch Gilligan, your timer, as you can see, it goes down to 2 minutes. So they give you 2 minutes to get Gilligan back, or your timer runs out.
Yeah, so that's scary.
But one thing is, if I'm fast enough here, I can get to the boss from where I ditched Gilligan. I can get to the boss. I can beat the boss before this timer runs out.
Yeah, so this is gonna be we're gonna be sweating a bit. Make sure
I have a rope.
Time.
If I call him in on the rope, he'll come in. It'll all be good. But I don't have to. So this is this is like if you're on pace. I do have a rope right now. Okay.
Ooh, another rope too.
I'm not even gonna pick it up.
Ropes.
I'm not even gonna pick it up because
He doesn't even need it. He doesn't need it.
It's like if you're on pace, you're just like, I gotta go for it right now.
Ego.
I actually think I will. You call him in because it's super close, but it can be done. We're gonna try it. I can always pull the cord. All right, here's the final boss. All right,
Here we
this
go.
is really tricky
We gotta
to. Oh, we got it.
He's got a time. He's got him in the lock. Got him in the lock. I think it takes 15 hits, and the skeleton's destroyed. So we gotta pray.
It is so hard to get that
Less
first
RNG.
to get
Make
that
sure
first
he
hit.
doesn't have
Is so
much
hard.
life. Oh, not much life. He's got it.
Watch the
Hits
timer.
down.
Watch the
Got him
timer.
locked up. It's getting close. 20 seconds left.
15.
Oh boy, it's close. This is gonna be a photo finish.
We did it. Time.
with 10 seconds left on the clock.
We got to make you sweat.
The Gilligan of gaming has done it again.
All right, so they get the tablet. It's all good. They've got the tablet. They're ready to make the wish. And Gilligan's here. And everybody's like, all right, now's the time. And Gilligan's so happy. He's, hey, I sure wish I had some ice cream about now. I could eat a mountain of it. And everybody's like, Gilligan. And he spawned like a big mountain of ice cream. He wasted their wish. They're stuck on the island. They're never getting out. And that's it.
And that's it.
I will let you guys see the credit. The best, honestly, the best music in this game is after this part right here. The credits music is pretty good. Will the castaways ever get off the island? Stay tuned. Well, they never made another one of these, and I don't think they made another movie either after this point, so we'll never know.
Well, I mean, you know, there's been some new games coming out for the Switch. Maybe the sequel to this comes out on the Switch soon. Maybe.
Yo, man, put this on the Switch, man. People want to play this game. People want to play it.
I feel like after you showing this off, I think the leaderboard is going to.
I don't think so.
Go crazy. Go crazy.
Oh, man. Gilligan running away one time is usually enough for people. Here, I'll turn it up a little bit. A little louder.
And then we're just kind of seeing scenes from the skipper beating everyone up with the club.
Apollo, this music is really good, and you're just talking over it.
Oh, I will not talk.
Doesn't that just feel good, guys?
End.
The end. Not just a end. The end.
It's the end.
End. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. I believe next is Cananophone playing like a million amazing games, so you do not want to miss that.
That's a Cananophone thing, if I've heard. But yeah, that will be pretty sweet. Yeah, it looks like Clax is the first one. So
who doesn't love Clax? All right.
Yeah, stick around for Best of NES.
Peace, guys.
For another day, or two, or three, or forever.
Thanks, Apollo.
Yeah, thank you. See ya.